Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're all excited as I am to be here. We have Invictus versus Memories here. Memories starting us off on killer. We do have our lovely Lich. Surprisingly enough, a lot of teams have picked Lich for week one. Very popular pick. I do have to let everybody know, though, we are on Ormond Lakefront. There is a visual bug where if I swap between spectator position, forehand, unfortunate, between spectator positions, it will make a blizzard and we won't be able to see anything. So unfortunately, we won't be able to see a lot of the Survivor gameplay. Will be mainly on killer for today. We are in chase with Spitzo, and it looks like we are going to be getting a very early tag here. This is also a cross ping. We have EU versus SA. Really good vault by Spitz, making a really long chase. We do see, I want to say 3 separate generators higher, or possibly just 2. Spitz having a very good chase here, allowing, oh, that actually worked out. We do get a early down, and 2 generators above 50% means, I mean, a pretty good start. It's kind of what you want for survivors, and we're going to be able to hook on this generator though, which is very good for Lich. We don't call him Lux. Very good for Lux here. No, it's actually 3 separate generators. Nightlight almost has a generator completed, and Pedro as well has a very high progress generator. We do hear this generator that Dan was working on as well. So 3 really high progress generators. Main also very close. A very good chase for Spitz, and it looks like Nightlight might play very aggressive for this generator. Did we get that tag? We do not get that tag. Very good dodge by Nightlight. Looks like we are going to confirm the second stage onto Spitz is what we're going to be trying to do, but really our first generator has popped. Nightlight back on main generator, trying to see if they're able to pop this generator as well. Looks like we're going to take the time to pick and maybe have a pull in that time. A really good communication by our survivors to pull as soon as we kick the generator. We're supposed to be able to make that here. I think we will be able to. It looks like we will get the shack drop, but we're going to end up picking it up, which means we might be able to play the gun. But with skeletons coming in, we do get it down onto Spitz, and that will be our second stage. We do have 2 generators popped, and it looks like Dan is almost popped to the 3rd one. Nightlight almost 50% on a second generator. It looks like we are going to be taking Spitz back up to main. But good thing is that our Vecna here has picked up Shack power. So we will be able to take chase back to Shack and possibly have another really good chaser. The generator G7 ends up popping. We do get an FTP, so that means we have to take 2 hood states off of Spitz to be able to get the kill. If Spitz has any version of a good chase, this will be very good. Oh, we actually accidentally ran into that skeleton. This chase already lasted long enough for maybe both these gens to pop. We do. That was a weird. That was weird. But we do get a tag onto Spitz. Dan almost done, almost 75, or is 75, almost 80% done on his generator. Looks like we are saying Shack. It's the safest pallet right now. We don't need to go anywhere else. We do have pretty good distance. Our down onto, oh no, our down onto Spitz means eruption has come through. We will end up seeing the pop onto Ace's generator, and Pedro almost done with their generator as well. Maybe we try to bait him to the generator, and that means the generator also have 1 pop. Only 3 stages for this match. It looks like maybe a max of 6 stages if. Oh, it looks like we might get actually a really good tag here. We're gonna take a tag under Dan. Dan gonna try to take his distance. It looks like the possibly one has to dodge these skeletons. Really well played on the dodge. Dan squeezed it through, and that will be only 3 stages. A really good performance by Team Invictus. it means Memory's gonna have a hard time trying to compete with that. Almost impossible, but we will be right back with Invictus on Killer. Welcome back, everybody, to Week 1 Memories versus Invictus Set 2, or Trial 1, Set 2 of Lich. We have Pedro from Team Invictus playing the Lich. Hello, Gallo, you good? We will continue until we get confirmation about what is happening. It looks like Gallo might be lagging out. We do have survivors still working generators, and sorry, I didn't mean to switch to survivors, but we also got an invisible glitch on right now. This is definitely not what you want for team memories right now, but it looks like we might be playing it out for now. We do have a hook already in the Gallo, really good if you are Team Invictus. Do not get the tag onto Crooked Smile. Nia needs to have a really good chase. We have Shot, Seth, Crooked Smile, and Gallo on Survivor for Team Memories at the moment. Ooh, and we actually get we get a really good mind game there. Ooh, good. That's gonna be a tag. A very unsafe palette, especially on this high of ping. It looks like we aren't interested in tunneling with a 4-stage win con or a 3-stage 2 fresh win con. I don't think being interested in tunneling isn't a bad thing. Oh, really good skeleton there, and that will be the down onto Smile. That is our second hook coming into the trial here. One more hook, and that is already the loss of Team Memories. It looks like there might not be a restart since how niche the win con is. I don't know if either team or if Memories really feels like trying to combat that and waste time. So it looks like we will be playing this out. We will find shots here onto the generator. Next hook is the win. So it looks like we are going to be taking 11 and we are comfortable chasing this. We do get a pretty quick unhook. We are trying to mind game A's and really well. It is really hard to tech spot on ping. So I understand why he ends up running into him, because he has to win a lot more 50s. What you would consider safe on similar ping, SA to EU is usually 180 to 220 for ping. So the way he has to chase that in, he pretty much has to almost a 50-50. This is win. I'm so sorry. I wasn't paying attention at all. Oh my god! I can't believe that worked! A beautiful mind game, which, again, cross ping it works on. I think we have hand. Ends up going up top, and we gotta be very careful. This is a prone area for skeletons because of the stairs. An instant skeleton, that will be our second down onto Gallo pick. We have one generator at 75 from the Hun, but again, not a lot of pressure. Again, we did have a really unfortunate start for Gallo. Just looks like he was teleporting and lagging probably. That is our second stage. We might be able to get our first generator completed. We have interrupted quite a few generators on serve side, and Maggie able to get the first gen. Our second generator at 75%. Not bad gen pressure actually. The HUD was lying to me. We do end up finding Ace here, and we are trying to play for a mind game, trying to insta skelly probably. A beautiful crouch, and with a pallet pickup and ping, we might not be able to make it back to this swing. And we hit him through the pallet. Very unfortunate for shots. And that is our second hook onto shots as well. We are kind of doing a good guy game. We're going to play also for Penas here. We only have one generator popped, and not a lot of pressure from what we've seen as well. That 9 generator, again, getting hit. No, we find her. We end up stopping her from making window. That is a very loud elevator. What a beautiful read. Pedro ends up finding where Maggie was stealthing, and it is a very quick down. Force the crouch, but she won't be able to make pallet. Pedro on fire, and we do also find, I want to say Nia there. I could be wrong. That could have been Ada. I just didn't really see who that was. I want to say Nia. With this, another pain res coming in. All gen pressure very low right now, I want to say. Again, I haven't had much opportunity to swap these survivors because even the little bit I've swapped, we already see the snow has picked up a lot. Argon with a cheeky skeleton. No survivor here from what we know. Gen's still regressing. Would you end up seeing Ace from the top ropes? Aw, that's so sad. I was hoping for a cheeky hit. We are on our death hook survivor Ace. And with the pickup there, that might just be death here, and it will be. This will be a death at 4 generators. Eruption coming through on generator at 3. Not a lot of prog, unfortunately. I do have been playing really well. A very slow start. We do have eruption on that survivor. We are going to be flying to it and trying to see if we can. I think we're going to be playing for a 4K4 here. But, I mean, that ain't happening. Really good gem pressure on 7. We do see the blood trail on locker. Has to play for a head-on. Had a really good job at getting the head-on dead very early. We are going to be looking at 9 as well here. I mean, still pretty good gen pressure. They're doing it very well at keeping up the pressure on Pedro. Even though it is a 3v1 and unfortunate start, we're still doing good. We do end up finding Gallo here. With that, we do end up getting an attack. Gallo wanted to send it. On Ada, this will be the death onto Ada as well. Unfortunately, we ended up running to where we thought a pallet might be, but the pallet was not there. I wonder if we're just gonna play for 4K2. I kind of assume that's what we're gonna do. With that death of Gallo, we do kind of submit to the 4K2. That's result. I think we might be able to, unless we have a really good chaser and Seth is able to pop 9. We're using elevation, try to hit skeleton. Good dodge by Smile here. Not allowing for the skeleton to hit them and potentially a decent chase. I wonder if oh, we don't drop it. We're not allowed to drop it. They're kind of in a strong position, just trying to be playing. We blocked this? We blocked that! I hate this killer. I'm so bad against Spectre. I don't play him enough. We are going to try to make sure a 4K1 does not happen. We want to confirm a 4K2. Oh, we do find them. Will they be able to pop? No, they won't be able to. They're not far enough in skeletons. With that, the 4K2 secured. The Lich has gone to Team Invictus. We will be back with Dark Lord though. Team Invictus will be killing first on Dark Lord, and Team Memory will be surviving first. So after we get the survivors, we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're excited as I am. We have our Dracula, Mr. Nightlight is here. Missing. I mean, we're still already going to be a very, very early tag. No, honestly, doing very good dodging the tag. Really well played by Crooked Smile. Making sure they don't get the tag. We honestly... Wait. We lost a lot of distance because it looked like we wanted to hit a 7 and then we... Or not 7, 9. And then we kind of just doubled back and we lost so much distance. Honestly, it went from a really, really well played chase to really early down. Gotta be careful with Dracula also swapping because any TP could glitch out the killer. We do have Seth pretty close by, same with Ace here. Gallo on a generator across the map. We are just gonna be searching for any survivors that we can find. Nightlight gonna be going over to Gallo's Gen and see if we can get probably Eruption. Really? I'm surprised that we pulled that quick. Maybe it's because where the pole was. I think we're gonna be going down once again. I think we pulled that way too quickly. And that will be our second down onto Crooked Smile. Nightlight just gonna put him right back in the same spot. I think too fast of a pull. We kind of ended up hurting ourselves, biting ourselves in the foot. We do see where our survivors are. Going to be blocking. Going to be getting a tag onto Seth here. Oh no, we're going to be actually running into each other's gens. Nightlight understanding it and he's going to be getting Eruption on Galloping. And the only person with actual gen pressure. We're going to be seeing if we can find Seth. We do hear him. We are going to be using sprint first to try to make a little bit of distance, but that's not going to make a big difference here. Dracula, one of the hardest killers to save, so I guess I understand why they pulled early, because it was a free pull. Crooked Smile probably dead on this hook, or if he does, not a long chase active, because we're going to be camping with Hellfire here. Seth, or Shots is going to be working his generator. Seth started a new one. Galler took an over Seth's old generator. I think this is just going to be the death, the death of Crooked here. I understand why they pulled fast because they didn't want to give a Hellfire trade, but I think it was just far too early for a pull allowing the death to happen at 3 generators. We do end up finding where Seth is, and that might, that could have been a down if we committed. Oh my goodness gracious! Through the window, we hooked a little too tight, and that will be the down on your Seth. A pain res coming through, and that means Gallows Gen will not be popping. A really well played by Nightlight here. Holy! Gonna be looking for Galloping here. We do see a little bit of faint scratch mark. We don't know exactly where he is. We know exactly where he is. Unfortunately, the Hellfire will not be able to make it over that wall. We will get the bite under Gallo. Gallo needs to be really careful. We're gonna commit because we know where the other survivors are. We know where they pulled. Nightlight feels confident just going for this. We might actually have to bite here too. Gallo going down all the way deep 7 across the map. We are going to be taking this hook. No pain res anywhere nearby because I assume that hook is still down. It is. I'm surprised that hook's still down. It looks like we're going to be stealthing really early. Not give another down. We want to be able to play this safe. We're going to apply Eruption to this generator. Or not pain res hit. I don't think we can apply. We did pre-stealth really, really early, which you need to do in the 3v1 against Dracula to be able to get any meaningful progression on generators. With a pull coming in, I'm pretty sure we will be in a chase very, very shortly. We do hear Gallo here, maybe Balance Landing. Oh, she went down the other side, but it kind of worked out for Nightlight because he accidentally fell off. Oh, do we get this mind game? Gallo just gonna be holding W again. Oh, really good N2 fake, and that will be a down again onto Ada. Seth has a lot of progress all the way out one side. We really just need to be very careful if we are survivors here. We don't want to be caught, especially Seth. If Seth gets caught here, it puts us in a really tough position to be able to pop another generator. Seth already we heard him. We tried to use Champion. I want to say Champion Light there. Yeah, we tried to use Champion Light to make it away, but it ended up not working in our favor. Oh my goodness, he tried for the early bite to get it down. Gallo back up playing for gen targets. It looks like we might be abandoning this generator out one. Ooh, what a beautiful bite. We actually kind of messed up there early, but ended up recovering the bite. With this, we have 2 death hook survivors. Ace has to be really careful here not to give any information on where he's at. Gallo has to be also careful. One wrong move and that will be the death of you. Ace kind of sulking a little bit away. Gallo just edge mapping. We don't want to give any information where we're at. We do know the generator he's working on. So we think maybe a quick rotation to full. We do see a lot of gem progress, so applying eruption. Honestly, I like that from Nightlight. Nightlight ends up prioritizing the generator because he feels like he can catch the survivor once again. We are going to be going to Gallo's Shed, and we know he wants to play here because of... We see the blood. We see it. We didn't. I'm surprised we didn't see the blood on the ground. I don't know if we were paying attention to that. Seth has to be very, very careful. I think we're going to be in chase. Ooh, unfortunately, that is a down onto Seth very, very early. Eruption applied to 1, but Ace might be able to pop that in time. The trees are disappearing. Help! Gallo gonna send the gen because we know that Nightlight should be trying to check 1. Oh, we don't pop it. That's so unfortunate. Eruption was enough to keep that generator from popping. We do see where the chase, or where Ace wants to chase. We want to play Eruption against the gen. If Ace can hold a decent chase here, we're not. We're ignoring Ace. We're going to be playing for Gallo here. We really want to get this down. Honestly, you can get this down, you can select him and keep 1 from popping. Gallo pre-BL. Oh, really well timed drop. Gallo needs to be careful. No, we saw him! Eruption! We'll keep that generator from popping, and we're gonna have a maximum of 4K3 almost guaranteed here. Very unfortunate for the survivors of memory. We're gonna try to stick. I don't think we have enough time. Maybe. No, we do not. We're just gonna kick to make sure that generator doesn't have any opportunity of popping here. And oh, that was so close from having that generator pop. Very unfortunate. And we will be in our final chase of the trial. A 4K3 is gonna be such a hard kill to match. Nightlight, my gaming as the wolf. We see you, Nightlight. Oh, we tried to bite through the window again, but we realized... Oh my goodness. And with that, we have secured a 4K3 for Team Invictus. Wow, what a... I do understand why we ended up pulling early for Smile, because we didn't want to do a Hellfire trade. I just think it was too early, because we didn't, like, he just left, and it just ended up hurting them a lot. So very unfortunate for Memories here. They have a really high hill to climb to be able to even tie this, let alone win this. So we will be right back with Team Members playing Dracula. We are back with the shapeshifter himself, Dracula, or the Dark Lord. I apologize. But we are in our final possibly our final matchup. We have to secure a 4K3 to make sure we can make it to a tiebreaker. A 4K4 is a win, but gonna be very, very hard to achieve that. But it is cross-pick, so anything can happen. We're gonna get a fight onto Dan here. Find out what we need. We really just need as much early pressure as we can get, and hopefully we can get it down here. Really good 50 win by Dan on which there's no one there, mister. Who we swinging at? We do have 2 generators already at 30%. Actually, is that 1 generator? That's 1 generator. We do end up getting the down or the Dan, but we did see Switch around, so maybe possibly play for a save. No, there's no save coming in. Man, almost done. Even though we are gonna be pain resident, Main still has so much progress that we don't care if you are Team Invictus here. Same with our win condition. Really good drop by Nightlight. Doesn't end up getting a tag, and it looks like we're putting Chem Trap so we can play around this. We found a new Pokemon, and their name is Pedro. Looks like we are gonna be ignoring Dan because the FTP came in so early. We end up getting this tag. I don't think we'll be able to get that. No, we did not. And we'll be taking Chase away. We're gonna actually ignore Chase, going for Nightlight. He was on main. We want this down. We just need as much pressure. We have to get as much. Everybody on a generator. Nightlight taking Chase away from any active. This could be actually really bad for Nightlight. Oh, and because of pain, we get a really, really fast down. A very good and fast is what we need, but there's no pain rush here. No, our pain rush is so far. Pain rush is right there. That means main would have stopped from popping. Spitz and Dan have really high progress gens already. We just need 2 more gens to pop, and this game is officially over. We are out. We have to 4K practically now to be able to win, and we only can give 1 more. Wait, I'm surprised we sucked that. Really good dodge. He had sprint burst, that's why we ended up sticking there. Taking a fast pull. We can afford the fast pull here. Our chases are lasting. Looks like we are going to be lap piecing the window. Really good win by. Ooh, that was really, really insane. I get why we had to. We really just wanted to get that down. Both generators are about to pop, and that means we will be probably seeing the win here. It's in Invictus. 1 more gen is all we need to pop, and that will be it. Lose the bracket for Team Memories, unfortunately. Oh, we tried to stick it. We really want to gen. It's just so close. Nightlight already on another generator. Really good dodge by Spitz. We should be able to make this pallet again. We do. We are going to end up going back to generator because we know probably Pedro is playing for it. Nightlight already 50%. Oh, we are trying so hard, but we just need to get downs. If we can get downs, we can stop this generator from popping. We might actually be able to. We're forcing basement. That means Eruption has procced the generator, but they are doubling, so we don't have time to hook. Oh, really well played by Team Invictus to keep him from. Oh, we didn't vault back. We vault back last time, so we didn't this time, and that's just really good. Nightlight just sitting another generator, and we don't know it. We don't get the down on Dan. Nightlight about to pop. Looks like we are going back where the generator has to kick. And it's all for nothing because Nightlight has popped another generator. That is the win for Team Invictus. The 2-0. Very unfortunate. Gallo doing a really good job trying to keep them on their feet. And oh my goodness, a sprint for dodge. Really well played by Spitz here. Another generator popping. We ended up actually running back into the Hellfire. Spitz gonna be on his first hook. We are going to be playing for Pain Res here. Looks like we still want to play for our best result. So it's not over yet. Well, the game is not over, but unfortunately, Memories will be moving down to the loser bracket after this trial is over. We do actually find Dan a really good ears, honestly. I didn't even hear him. I'm also yapping. But we will be able to get a tag onto Pedro here. Our last push hook survivor, last painless. We're running into each other. This has been safe from the hook. We are going to be doing what we can to try to get second winner. We do know Spitz is the Z-Wall winner, and because of that one ball, we do get second win off, and we are going to be chasing Nightlight. Do we get the shot on him? We do not. Nightlight playing very smart, gridding the pallet, and able to make a lot of distance. There is a problem sometimes with ping, where if you drop a pallet at the end of an animation, there is a chance you get hit because of iframes. But if you don't, you have a higher chance of not getting a tag in that situation. Looks like we're FTPing again. We really enjoy second win. We are in chase again. Dan not giving a tag? Holy. Nobody on that corner generator. We are pressuring this 3 gen really hard. We're only pressuring this 1 gen actually. We got a very fast tag. Looking for the down onto our ace, our Dan, and that will be a down. Looks like we might be playing for a pallet save. We are here for it. Do we get it? We do end up getting it. Dan is saved. Me. Looks like we want to chase Dan here. No down with Hellfire. Dan able to make it back to the... We have everybody. The Avengers has assembled. We get the lock, dude! Spirits are just cranking the generator by themselves or 50%. We do hear him. Oh, really good fake. We do have SB able to make it across the map. And it looks like we're just blinding. Come on, get the hit. Oh, I was hoping you get the hit while blinded. It looks like Nightlight and Dan are going to be doubling the generator in the corner. Pedro just doing a really good job being the killer space this whole time to allow his team to work on generators. We go for prediction Hellfire, doesn't really end up working, unfortunately. Nightlight, just staring. And taking chase around, using light to make distance. Head on. Pedro ends up head on and giving a bite. But Spitz should be has a high chance of popping this generator really shortly. Looks like I'm wrong. We are back on. We do notice that Spitz hasn't been changed for a long time. We are back on Pedro. We really want to stay down. Right now, we're still only at 3 stages. Our last generator is going to pop. Pedro, our last person, looks like that's what we want. Ends up dodging onto the generator. Oh, really good fake. Able to make this pallet now, but we do have Hellfire that we have to be really careful of. But another dodge ends up blocking the pallet and getting it down. Firecracker. Oh, I thought he had the firecracker. Wait, did we hit this hook? Pedro, first hook. Nightlight not giving a tag. It looks like we want to play for the 4 out. Well, I want to say we're going to be playing for as low stages as possible. Or I might be wrong. We could just be playing for outs here. Actually, no, we're back in. Nightlight Dan maybe plays for a reset here. We are going to be doing what we can to prevent them from getting the pull. Even if they do get pulled, Dracula is one of the few killers that can hit right off hook. Similar to Pyramid Head, if you time it correctly, you can hit both survivors right off hook and prevent BT from happening. Wait, we sent Hellfire. I'm surprised we ended up sending Hellfire though. I think it would have been more ideal to hold it and then be able to bounce ahead. We do get a tag onto Nightlight as well. All survivors injured, which means we need to be careful how we take this out because people aren't all in the best position. No! Spirit touch SP! Wow, what an ending. Really well played by Invictus here. I want to say thank you to everybody who has showed up for this match. We do have... Okay, we have no more matches today, but we do have another... I want to say 2 tomorrow. Let me check and make sure. We have 1 tomorrow. It's going to be a really early match. It is going to be 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. EST. It will be Tamayashi versus Arcadia. I hope you are all excited. I hope we see all of you there tomorrow. Thank you so much. And with that, I gotta say bye-bye.